There are several passages in the Bible which seem to contradict itself. This have made many people really not been able to trust the Bible enough to see whether it's the word of God. But today we are going to see such scriptures and see how it is written and to justify what the Bible really means. Is it the word of God or is anything else? In 2 Kings chapter 24 verse 8 reads, Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months, and his mother name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem. This was also recorded differently in 2 Chronicles chapter 36 verse 9. That says Joachim was 8 years old and began to reign, and he reigned 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem, and he did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. Remember, 2 Kings 24 verse 8 says he was 18 years old, while 2 Chronicles 36 verse 9 says he was 8 years old. So which is which? 2 Kings 8:26 also gives another version of Ahaziah's age. So 22 years was Ahaziah when he began to reign, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem, and his mother name was Athaliah, daughter of Omri, king of Israel. In 2 Chronicles chapter 22 verse 2 also record different thing. That says 42 years old was Ahaziah when he began to reign, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother also name was Athaliah, the daughter of Omri. So which one is accurate? Now we move to 2 Samuel 6 verse 23. That has to do with Michal having a daughter or not having a daughter, as compared to 2 Samuel 21:8. In 2 Samuel 6:23 it says, Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death. In 2 Samuel 21:8 also read differently. It says, But the king took the 2 sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Ahiah, who she bare unto him, Saul, Amri, and Meshiphaphthon, and the 5 sons of Michal, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up from Adriel, the sons of Bethuel and Meholathite. You see this also give another different version. The one saying Michal was having no child unto death, but 2 Samuel 21 verse 8 also saying Michal had 5 sons. The fourth one you are going to consider is in the New Testament, and was talking about what really happened to Judas after he betrayed Jesus Christ. In Matthew 27 verse 5 reads, And when he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple, he departed and went and hung himself. This says Judas just hung himself after he threw the coins at the floor in the front of the priest and the Pharisees. But let's see Acts chapter 1 verse 18. Now this man purchased a field, which with a reward of iniquity, and falling headlong, he burst asunder in the midst of all, his bowels gushed out. And when reading from Acts chapter 1 verse 16 to 18, you identify that this person the Bible was talking about in Acts was really Judas Iscariot. So Matthew says that Judas hanged himself to death, while in Acts, with the book written by Luke, says that he really burst and even his bowels gushed out, which means that he fell from a high ground onto the ground and have a bowel gushed out, which makes it a great difference between Matthew 27 verse 5 and Acts chapter 1 verse 18 concerning how Judas really died. The final one we are considering is Matthew 17 verse 1, which counts of the days in which Jesus Christ took Peter, John, and James to pray. In Matthew 17:1 it says, After 6 days Jesus took Peter, James, and John his brother, and bring them up into high mountains apart. But in Luke chapter 9 verse 28, Luke reads, And it came to pass about 8 days after this saying, he took Peter, John, and James and went up into the mountains to pray. So the days are not accurate in Matthew and Luke. This has posed question on whether to believe the Bible to be the word of God or to be a book that contains the words of God. But for us to understand this is what I want both of us to realize, or all of us to understand, that the Bible words really shows that the statement or the event really happened. However, in the recordings as is applied to man can give different meaning or different recordings according to how some of them got the narration. So this shows that the Bible really contains the words of God, rather, but not all the records of the Bible are the word of God. This gives understanding and also let us to know that though Joachim ruled, Joe, there were someone, Ahaziah ruled. Also, we know that Michael has a son or doesn't have, which make a great contradiction at least, and also knew that Peter died, or Judas died after he really betrayed Jesus Christ. And finally, we know that Jesus also took James, John, and Peter to pray. Yet the accurate recordings are also questionable. So this doesn't prove that the Bible is not the word of God or the Bible is fake. Rather, it shows us that since it was between man and God, or man recorded the Bible as God gave it to them, there can be some mistakes and errors in the Bible, yet it doesn't disqualify the Bible to be the word of God. So what are your comments? You can drop it below to let us see what you really think about the Bible. This shows that the Bible really contains the words of God but cannot be called the word of God since some words are not accurate in it, and this is due to the error recording or the mistake recording from several passages. You can drop your comment below to ask questions and also give your suggestion concerning what has been given before. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share.